Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. This is a little bit awkward, isn't it, guys? I feel like you're staring directly into my soul through my nose hole. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, zoomed in on the lips. Ladies, don't get excited now. Wait, hang on. Let's try break a couple blocks over here. Let's try there we go. Hello? Is that better? There we go. Oh, hi. Wait a minute. That was definitely not supposed to happen. What's going on here? I busted into some water. Oh man, weirdest intro ever. Hi guys, welcome back to the Hermitcraft server. I am down here in our bacon mine, and this is known as a creeper protection facility, okay? I was smelting down some iron over here, and just went AFK for a bit just to get that iron smelted, and well, I sealed myself in this beautiful box of cobblestone. But yeah, welcome back guys. Good to see you. I hope everybody out there is having a sweet day. As we're speaking right now, at this very moment, I am very quite possibly in Boston, the US of A, meeting some of you very fine people at Minecon 2018. Very excellent. In real life, it is late on a Monday night for the ReNDoG. I'm going to record one more episode for you guys for my trip to Boston. And today we're going to work a little bit more on the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange and a couple of other things I want to show you too. So sit back, relax, my dudes. I hope you got a crunchy snack and some beverages to share with me. I got a cup of coffee over here. This is still the same cup of coffee that I was drinking in the pre-recorded episode last episode, so it's a little bit cold right now, but give me 1 second. Ugh, that is actually very cold. Yeah, that's going straight down the drain. Anyway, dudes, since the last pre-recorded episode, which was about 3 or 4 hours ago, I've been doing a little bit of work on the Hermitcraft server. I've also come down to our bacon mine, which we set up a few episodes ago, and I've done a little bit of shaving, so to speak. As you can see, I have, dug out a huge section of the bacon mine, and I have gathered a ridiculous amount of resources. Take a look at all this cobblestone, man. R.I.P. Silkworm Jim, though. Unfortunately, I've had to get a bunch of cobblestone, diorite, and freaking granite. But on top of that, I've managed to make 10 furnaces over here, all stacked with coal and with a bunch of iron that I've smelted down. And over here is the bling blangs that we have got from this afternoon/evening's mining session in the bacon. We got 30 diamonds. That's all I really care about. The rest is pretty sweet, but 30 diamonds for about an hour or so of mining. You know what, my dudes? I will take it. That seems like a pretty good return on investment, if you ask me. Also, as you can see, Pixcalibur's taken a little bit of a beating now. I've been keeping Pixcalibur in the orange by mining redstone and lapis and coal. But another sneaky way to keep your pickaxe running while you are bacon mining is, of course, to smelt down all of the ores that you find, and that'll give you a little bit of XP too. And as long as you got your pickaxe in your hand, of course, you're going to repair that sucker, and then you can get back to mining. But we ain't going to be doing no mining today, my dudes. We got some stuff to do back at home, back in the shopping district. A little bit of work that I'd like to do with you guys in the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange. I want to get working on the walls of the upper story, so to speak. Still waiting for Doc to get cranking on the redstone for the vault, so not going to do any more work down there, I think. But today, we're going to get cranking on the interior of the upstairs section of the Stock Exchange. Now, I have no idea at this present moment in time that you're watching what Doc has done. Also, where are the wings of the dog? Oh, I think I've got them in my toolbox over there. But by the time you watch this, Doc might have done a little bit more, progress and whatnot on the Stock Exchange, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not like a massive fan of pre-recording generally, because, you know, if you pre-record on the Hermitcraft server, there's the wings of the dog, sweet. You kind of like, it's kind of tricky to time everything, especially if you're working on a project with another hermit, right? And, you know, I've sort of let Doc know exactly what I'm going to be doing for my pre-recorded episode, so hopefully we won't be doing too much clashing as I go. You know, there's also a bunch of spoilering that can happen, but you know what? I don't really mind about spoilers. If other hermits see what we do during my pre-recorded episodes, I really don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. So, but yeah, generally, I'm not a big fan of pre-recording. I generally also don't really get to do exactly what I want to do for pre-recorded episodes. You know, a normal episode of Hermitcraft for me is a good 6 to 8 hours of recording and editing and all that sort of jazz, whereas a pre-recorded episode, you know, we do a couple of hours or so of progress, and we don't generally make as much progress when we pre-record. But anywho, it doesn't matter. We're here in the Nether again. This, wow, this is literally the personification of hell. I don't think that's the right word to use, actually, but if there was a hell, if there is a hell, it probably looks like this, covered in pigmen with swords and flamage everywhere. Absolutely terrifying, man. I think I mentioned in the previous episode that I died a couple of nights ago when I was mining quartz, so coming back down here is a little bit on the scary side. I don't like it very much. The good news is, though, somebody is working on a speed tunnel over here to take us to the mining district of the Hermitcraft server, so this is exciting. This looks like a boat track, I think it's going to be, but I'm going to use this as an elytra track, I think, if we can. Can we get some airtime over here? Hold on. How many hermits are on right now? Not many, but it looks like, okay, there we go. Now we got some speed, baby. Now we're cooking. Nice. Man, an elytra track might be exactly what the Nether hub needs, right? Ooh, yeah, also face palming into the roof is probably not the best idea. Anyway, here we are in the Nether hub again. It's coming along a little bit more different bits of graffiti and whatnot going on. And there's definitely some more portals and stuff that have popped up over the last few weeks. I think this is the shopping district portal. I can't be sure. Let's give it a quick test, shall we? Let's pop our heads through here, see where we pop out. Yeah, this is the shopping district portal, kind of. This portal takes us very close to the statue of Hermity. But I think the shopping district actually has another portal, which is down there somewhere. I don't know. By the way, I know it's taking quite long this season for us to start working on the Nether hub. All of us hermits have got together to try and figure out exactly what the Nether hub is going to be. We got some sweet plans. That's going to start kicking off pretty soon on the server, guys. So keep your eyeballs open for some Nether hub action. It is a tradition in Hermitcraft for us, of course, to make Nether hubs. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Anyway, we're back at the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange, my dudes. Last time we were here, we installed the floor, didn't we? Using some dark oak wood logs, or planks rather, and we put this carpet in. I'm going to need to get a little bit more carpet today also, so that we can sort of finish this build off. But I want to kick things off today working on the walls of the interior of this sucker, and I don't even really know where to start. I think what I'm going to do is just get some quartz in my inventory, some white concrete. I've got an idea in my head that I'd like to try with you guys. Shall we give this a go? We've got to make sure, though, that everything is nice and symmetrical over here. So I think the first thing to do is to do a little bit of excavation behind the redstone-ness of these trade stations over here. And I guess this is where the wall is going to be, right? We might want to push the wall back one block so we could add some facades or something into it. But for now, let's just keep this nice and simple, man. Let's just dig away all the way at the back here. And this is just going to give us a good indication where we come out on the other side. All those redstones hurting my brain, dudes. I don't even want to look at it, man. You know, I'm trying to keep focused for my trip to Boston, man. It's going to be insane. I need to have all of me wits about me, so to speak. But there we go. So that is going to give us a good spot, or at least tell us exactly where the wall needs to be. And we're going to need to do something with the floor here too. I think we'll probably fill this floor with quartz. But let's try a little bit of a test design at the back here while we're here, right? I'm going to shave away a little bit of these blocks here. Now, what I would very much like to do is make the entire wall of the internal structure of the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange out of quartz, but I'm not entirely sure if Doc and I have enough quartz for that, or if I actually have the courage to go back into the Nether to mine that much quartz, because there are some massive walls. We're going to need at least 20 blocks above these columns over here too, and those walls will need to be done too. So I was thinking maybe we could do a little something like this. So we've got quartz like this, and then maybe what we do is we have like a double stack of concrete, like so, and then another line of quartz like this. I'm not entirely sure where this idea comes from, but it sort of creates like a, I don't know, I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks like the internal of a building like this, where you have, I don't know, you have some marble, some fine Italian marble, and then in between you might have some plaster or something like that, right? You might have a plastered wall or a painted wall anyway. And I kind of like how the white concrete and the quartz looks together. I think they sort of match each other pretty sweetly. So I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to have a go at filling in the interior here with this design. And yeah, hopefully it'll turn out good. If not, well, I guess I'm going to spend my last evening before Boston in the Nether. Now we're starting to cook with a little bit of gas up in here, my dudes. Starting to come together quite nicely, man. The very interesting thing that I've noticed about this block pattern that we've done here with the quartz and the white concrete is that white concrete actually has a little bit of blue in it, doesn't it? Next to the quartz block, we can definitely see a little bit of blue inside of that block, which is kind of interesting. So we've basically added another color into the color palette here, and it is... well, it looks to me like a little bit of a baby blue action. Now, I'm not entirely sold by this. I feel like maybe there's a little bit of like a hospital vibe going on in here right now. It does feel a little bit like a hospital ward or something, right? But I think what we can do is we can make good use of pillars and stuff to try and break up the sort of flat lines of the white concrete, and that might pull the whole build together a little bit. But let me quickly show you guys what I have done here off camera. I basically added these stripes of quartz blocks in between white concrete all the way around the walls of the place. I've also added these pillars, which I think are really nice. We've got a pillar here and a pillar here on that side, and then all the way at the end of the passageway of the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange, we've got a smaller pillar over here too. We might need to push this whole section back a couple of blocks because I don't really like how this pillar has turned out. It's not very even, right? We've got 2 blocks on this side, 1 block on this side, which is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I mean, we could try something like this maybe. That might fix it a little bit for us, but no, that also looks a little bit weird, right? Maybe we make it into a corner pillar then. Something like that could help it out a little bit too. But yeah, you know, with a few tricks of the trade here and there, using a little bit of depth and stuff to sort of break up the flatness of the walls, I think we've got something going on over here. I think I'll probably do a little bit more of this when I get back from Boston, but for now I just wanted to sort of throw up an idea for Doc and I to sort of think about, and that is looking pretty good. I do kind of like that. I think it's coming along rather nicely. I would like to work a little bit maybe today on a roof potentially, but I do want to add a bit of a balcony up here too, which is going to be pretty awesome. So I think we'll do that next up in the episode. But before I forget, guys, a couple of episodes ago we were talking about the Hermit Railway Network. I showed you guys all of my plans. I showed you all the schematics that I've got in my brain right now. Skeletor, my dude, we are going on a little bit of a journey together. Hop yourself out of the hole, man. Let's get those little legs of yours kicking. Need to give Skeletor a little bit of a run, man. He's been in a hole for a while. But yeah, guys, a couple of episodes ago I was talking about the Hermitcraft Railway Network, and I showed you everything, and then in post-edit I realized that there was one station that I forgot to show you guys. I think I showed you guys every single spot for a station that I have planned for the network on the server in each of the districts, but there was one station that was incorrectly shown on the map, and it was also not a part of the video. There's a little bit of a good times with Scar over there. Shall we scare him with the skeleton horse? I don't know exactly how to do this. Shall we do it with a firework maybe? There we go. If he looks at us, Scar, hello, nay. Skeletor and ReNDoG. Sup? Oh man, what's happening to Scar, my dude? Working on his beautiful terraforming over here. Let's continue on our little bit of a journey over here, guys. You know, Skeletor's a very good looking horse, okay? In the undead bone horse community, Skeletor is a little bit of a Brad Pitt. He's one of the best looking skeletal horses that there is. So he likes to show off in front of the camera every now and then. Look at him, man. He's so cute. Oh man. Anyway, so there was one station that I forgot to show you guys. Is this Carl? Hello? Hi. Yeah, listen, Skeletor may not have any flesh, but he would make a great husband. And you're kind of fun. I heard Skeletor grinding his teeth as we came up to this horse. Skeletor, my dude, you want to go on a date or something, my dude? I mean, look, she's got flesh and skin and hair, my dude. I think you're a little bit out of her league. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, there was one station that I forgot to show you guys in that video, and it was also not shown on the map properly, and that is, of course, the Modern District Station. On the blueprint that I showed you guys, I'll throw it up on the screen now, the modern station is somewhere over there. But when I was working on the design, I figured that the best place for the modern district station would be in this beautiful area over here right next to the post office, right? So this is the Hermitcraft post office over here. And, well, that's a municipal building, and the station's going to be a municipal building. So I've laid out a little bit of a 24 by 24 area over here for the modern district station. And, man, I guess it's going to look a little something like this, right? I think it's going to be really, really cool out here next to the road and whatnot. And as far as the line connection goes, I think the way that we will run the line from the Grand Central Station is that the southern line, I think it is, will run from Grand Central to the modern district station, and then from the modern district station to South Station. So that will be the line that only has one district stop on it, and the other lines will have 2 district stops on it. So that is what I wanted to show you, my dudes. Pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome. I'm so freaking pumped for this HRN project. What I'm most looking forward to is the station designs that the Hermits are going to do. And what's really cool about this whole project is that Hermitcraft Season 6 is we kind of have a couple rules. If you're going to build something in one of the districts, you have to sort of follow a bit of a design palette for that district. So the Hermit that's going to build a station in the futuristic district, for example, is going to need to make a very futuristic looking station. And the same applies to the fantasy district and the pirate district and so on. So every single station on the Hermit Railway network is going to look amazing. It's going to be completely unique. It's going to be built by one of the Hermits. Oh, man. It is going to be so sweet. Good job, Skeletor, my dude. We got back safe and sound. Oh, jeez. Hold on. I need to get out of this pit. All right, my dudes. Enough shenanigans for one episode. Let's get back to business in the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange. Now, speaking of business, the way that the New York Stock Exchange has been designed is kind of interesting. It's one of the oldest stock exchanges in the world. I think it's probably the first. I don't know much about the history of the stock exchange, but because it's so old, it's got some very interesting traditions. And Doc and I had a really cool idea to try and incorporate one of those traditions from the New York Stock Exchange into our own stock exchange build over here. So, using some of this very beautiful dark oak wood plankage, I'm going to try and install a bit of a balcony up here. And this balcony is going to extend, I don't know, maybe to this position over here. And this balcony is going to serve a number of purposes. Firstly, we will be accessing this balcony via a water vator, or a bubble vator, excuse me, that Doc is going to install down here somewhere. And on top of this balcony, we are going to have, the bell that we are going to ring to open the stock for trading, or to open the exchange for trading, rather, right? So in the New York Stock Exchange, I think there's a tradition where somebody rings a bell and then the exchange is open for stock trading, and we would like to do the same thing. We want to have like a grand opening here for the stock exchange, and Doc and I will be up here and we'll have some sort of a bell mechanism up here that we will ring, and then you know, the exchange will be open for trading and whatnot. And I don't know, I think that's going to be kind of sweet. Now, up here also, we are going to give access to some executive suites. And one of those executive suites are going to be, well, the offices of ReNDoG Incorporated, or shall I say, the offices of the Hermitcraft Stock Exchange itself. That will probably be through a door over here or something. And then what we also thought we might do is for the big whales, like the absolute biggest companies on the server, maybe we could give them their own office space here. Maybe those offices will come out of the side of these walls over here, right? We just wanted to give ourselves a little bit of space up here at the top of the stock exchange to do some interesting things. And yeah, with you know, this much wall space over here, we could probably get something kind of sweet going. But yeah, this balcony is, I don't know, it's kind of like janky, I think. I mean, maybe what we need to do is raise it up a few more blocks above here. But before we do that, let's make a skirting of quartz stairs like this, just to complete the build from below. And I think maybe what we want to do is have kind of like, oh, I've got an idea. So this idea of ringing the bell, so to speak, maybe what we'll do is we'll have a little platform that comes out and hangs over the stock exchange floor, right? The trading floor, so to speak. And maybe what we can do here is also run some of these stairs around that also, if I can place stairs without derping. So the bell will sit over here, right? Which I think will be pretty sweet. And that will get all the traders on the floor a chance to get going. As soon as they hear that bell, they can just start trading away. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. But up here, maybe... Actually, this looks pretty decent. Also, this is going to stop mob spawning over here too, right? But we might have a little bit of an issue with the bubble vator itself. For now, I think we'll keep it like this, though. Let's take a look at what this looks like from underneath. Yeah, that looks really cool, actually. I do love the contrast of this dark oak wood plankage in this build. I think it's an absolutely perfect block for what we're achieving here. It's a little bit of a problem going on over there, though, with that corner block. I'm not sure if we can fix that, actually. It's just the way that stairs in Minecraft get placed, right? Let's have a look. Can we try fix this, make it look a little bit less janktastic? Let's go one block more up there, and boom. Yeah, I suppose we could make it like that, and then we could sort of fix these up a little bit on this side. I don't know, that's just sort of finicky work that we can sort out. But yeah, that looks really cool, right? I kind of like that. So Doc and I will be up there, and then we'll open the floor for trading, which I think will be really sweet. I think there's probably a couple cool things that we can do up there also. So I'm going to experiment a little bit with you guys, and then we'll come back one last time, man. But this play's coming together, right? It's coming together real snazzy, my dudes. Ooh, I've got a snazzy idea, guys. Just bought a stack of white stained glass from the glass shop, and check this out. Let's make ourselves a little bit of white stained paintage over here. This is one of those ideas, you know, in Minecraft you have an idea that seems like it's going to be really good in your brain, but sometimes when you actually put it into practice it turns out being super janky. But let's put this to the test together. I was feeling like this floor area over here is a little bit flat, and maybe what we could do is add some glass railing all the way around these areas over here. And of course, what's really cool about glass panes is they don't connect to stairs, right? So actually, we can make a pretty cool little railing system over here that's going to separate, I suppose, each of the different trading posts in some way. And this is cute, but very, very wrong. There we go. And maybe that will look really, really cool. How about that? Does that look pretty sweet? We still need some carpet over here, of course, for those traders. But I think that looks pretty awesome, actually. I like that. It definitely adds to that sort of corporate vibe that Doc and I are trying to get in this particular build. You know, I mean, corporate buildings are always made up of what? Marble, glass, and wood is pretty much the standard fare for a corporate building. But let's just finish off down here. I think that looks pretty cool. And I thought maybe we could also do this upstairs. I think that's going to look pretty sweet, man. Doc and I are going to have to figure out some proper lighting for this place also, right? We can't have these janky-ass torches all over the place looking absolutely terrible, man. But check it out. Maybe up here, we could, instead of using like a wooden railing for the balcony that we now can't actually get into, derp, maybe we should use the bubble vator idea that we had over here, except we'll make it a sandavator. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Maybe we could use the same sort of idea up here, right? So maybe we can get a little bit of white glass stained railing like a so. Oh, we be cooking with gas, my dudes. That's looking absolutely awesome. Yeah, look at that. Doc and I looking down upon the traders that are going to be making us rich. I mean, trading stock. And yeah, that looks really, really sweet. I guess, like, we need to sort of finish off the rest of this build. I don't know if I have enough quartz for this, though, but I guess we would probably have a line of quartz above the pillars over here, like that, and that would go all the way around like that. I think there's probably still more work that we need to do on this side of the stock exchange, too. Oh, my goodness, guys. It's one of those builds that I thought was going to be pretty easy to pull off, but yeah, it's getting more complicated each passing frickin' second, man. Well, I gotta say, guys, I'm pretty happy with what we have achieved in this particular episode. I only had about an hour and a half or so to record before I need to start packing for my trip to Boston. But man, in that time, we have added an interior wall to the stock exchange. I've just finished adding these beautiful dark oak wood plank platforms above the redstone. And we now have a second floor to our stock exchange, as well as a place where we're going to ring the bell to get the stock trading on the stock floor down there, man. Pretty sweet. I was hoping I'd be able to finish off the carpet today, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do that. I do want to take one last look, though, at what we have done today before saying goodbye. By the way, I added a couple more pillars over there on the second floor. Those pillars are going to go all the way up to the top of the roof, I think. Those are going to connect up with the roof. I think that's kind of a nice touch. Maybe we'll add a few more of these pillars along the way there, too, just to give us a little bit more depth for that balcony up there. But man, that is coming together real nice, man. I really like how that looks up there. Maybe a little bit hard to see what's going on. Maybe something we can do to accentuate that a little bit, but very happy with these balustrades too. I think those work really nicely. Loving the carpet, loving the build, guys. I think it's coming together good, man. Now I'm going to send a message to Doc on Discord. He's got some work to do around here, man. He's got lots of redstone to install. Hopefully I've left him enough space up in here. And well, we got to clear this prank away also, right? There's no ways we can open up the stock exchange for trading with a frickin' bikini attached to the outside of our building, right? Oh man. Anyway, guys, guys, my heart is starting to race. I'm getting nervous, man. I need to go and pack my suitcase, get myself ready for a long journey tomorrow. I need to get myself to the airport and then get on an airplane, you stupid skeleton. I'm trying to say goodbye to my dogs, man. Get out of my face, idiot. Oh, man. Anyway, that's going to do it from me from this side of Minecon, guys. Next time we are together, I will be back from Minecon. Hopefully, we can get this project done then in a couple of episodes and get cranking on the Hermit Railway Network. Guys, thank you so much for watching, man. I got an arrow directly in my stomach right now. And in my bits. I got an arrow in my junk. That is not a great way to end the episode, is it? Oh, the shame. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, smack the like button for the arrow to the bits, if anything. And if you haven't subscribed yet, man, why don't you hit that subscribe button, jingle jangle the notification bell, and wow, I'm in your face again, my bad. And yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I will be on Twitter when I'm in Boston, so if you want to keep track on what's going out there, follow me on Twitter. And that's about it, man. Jeez, what a day. Guys, thanks for watching. ReNDoG signing out. We'll smell you all next week in the next episode.